All right. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Hello. Hello. Let me get the link to Mr. Have to get the link to Mr. Richard here. As soon as that is up. But welcome back, guys. Well, for another hour, and then we'll be able to go. Connect the chat. Messages. Come on. Come on. There we go. Got that one back. We are back. Here we go. Richard and Mike. Here's that. Now we can get Richard back. Hello, guys. Welcome back. Welcome back, John. Welcome back, John. There we go. Welcome back, David Stragan. There we go. Hopefully we'll get Richard in and we'll be all set for the next hour till we'll wrap up for the evening. Then I can go do my relaxation stuff. Anyways, guys, I don't know about you, but I'm gonna miss the rivers a lot, the rivers, and definitely the Liberty Bell, and I don't know. It's all crazy. I just don't see, and here's the crazy thing of it all. And I don't know if any of the other streamers realize this, but looking at the maps last night, and I believe even Chris Disney Baker was showing us, they've already updated the maps to showing that the rivers have been filled in, the area where Cars Land's going to be. But, the only thing that's still standing, that's showing on that map that's still standing, is the Liberty Bells station. The map actually shows it's still standing there. So we were actually all questioning last night as to whether are they going to lay the Liberty Bell station as part of Cars Land. I'm curious as to see what they do. I mean, starting as of today, even the train is, if everything is crazy, even today, Disney World's train can only be going between Main Street and Fantasyland. So a lot going on with Disney. I mean, with all the construction going on, it'll be curious to see for myself of what is actually happening, since I haven't been down there in the parks. Especially if I can do the stream on July 26th, which we're going to be doing double. We're going to be doing a double. We're going to be doing a double park hopping. Now, which one's going to go first? I don't know, guys. I haven't decided trying to decide, because which one I'm going to do first, I'm going to park at, I'm actually going to park at the one that I'm doing last. That way, whatever I choose to do, then obviously yes, don't forget to hit the thumbs up and share out and just enjoy it. Hopefully we'll get Richard back here pretty soon. Hopefully we'll get some of the other people. And I promise you, in 2 weeks, this will all be straightened out, because I'll have the paid subscription upgraded to OneStream. So I'll have everything back that I want back, as far as overlays, backgrounds, intros, outros for the music. And I think you guys will like it. I really think it'll be Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. Happy Monday, buddy. Good to see you in. Good to see you in. Always good to see you. Let me see. Hopefully Richard got the link. But it was fun to watch. But it's sure going to be, when you're looking across all that, it is going to be a mess. And just the thoughts and the sadness. And you know what? It'll even bring back some good memories of the Liberty Bell and Tom Sawyer's Island. I don't know how many guys that are in chat have actually done Tom Sawyer's Island. I mean, here's the thing about Tom Sawyer's Island. I loved it because it was nice, relaxing, and you were able to walk around, and you actually were in a bunch of shades. I mean, even on a hot day, yeah, but at least you were somewhat out of the sun. You could find areas, and you always had Aunt Polly's place to sit underneath the thing. Now, I never got to try Aunt Polly's restaurant when it was open, because they closed that. They had closed that many, many years ago. Now you can still get, you still could got snacks. But like Chris said, with that you had to have regular money to do the machines. I mean, obviously having Chris the Disney Baker doing it, he did a great job. He did an awesome job on his stream all day, and he 11.5. He went went almost 11.5 hours on the first stream, and then he took him a little while to get his second part of the stream up, but then he went from there and stayed even to do. He stayed until about, I think his last part of the stream ended on about 10:15 to 10:30 because he stayed for the happily ever after fireworks that did went on at 10 o'clock. And there's Richard.
Took me a little bit. Now here's my problem, though.
What? There you go.
There we go.
And
I can look at the.
knock on wood, everything seems to be. There's our free, sweet. There's the other one I need to talk to too, Mama D.
Get her in here.
Hey, I can even hear you better. Oh, I still think I should have put that in the middle and put my things on either side of it. Hello, Mama D. Welcome in. Took a second to catch up, but it did catch up. Did we lose Richard again?
No.
Oh, are you still there?
I'm still here.
Okay. All I see is a big figure. At least on my end. And for some reason, it hasn't. It's really weird. It hasn't caught up on YouTube yet. But then YouTube's having its glorious struggles with connection. So.
Yeah.
And I think it'll pull you up in a little bit because I think the part I'm at is I think you came in after the part I was talking about, and I was talking about if I don't know if you got to catch any of the streams last night, Richard, about the Liberty Bell, which honestly I'm gonna miss. I love the Liberty Bell.
I'll miss it.
Why does it keep repeating me?
For some odd reason, it thinks he posted twice.
I think it's caught in a ghost loop is what it is. What the heck? 1, 2, 3. Unless I did it. Well, Mama D's getting a lot of hellos from me. Goes to show you what kind of VIP she is. Hello, hello, hello. Yep, you got 3 hellos from me. Apparently, it's caught in some type of loop. Down here, it's caught everything, but for some reason, it's caught up in a loop. And well, I know the YouTube up here hasn't caught up because it's behind. It's behind on the tree thing. Hey, we still got you there, Richard?
I'm still here.
Oh, okay. I hadn't heard you say anything, so.
I'm trying to figure out where you can still go on a riverboat in Disney. I thought there was more than one place, like, there was Disneyland and Disney World. I know Disneyland, you can still do it.
Yeah.
It's not the Liberty Bell, though. It's a different name of the ship. And I don't remember what it was.
And listen, John, I didn't start on Mama D. It's freezing up. It's the connection, Debbie. Nothing I can do about it. It's no matter what platform I try, as long as I have to use my mobile hotspot to kick this up, it's going to break up, and nothing I can do about it. I just ask you guys to bear with it until we reset till it resets next week. Well, it'll reset itself. Wait, 7, 8, 9. No, I stand corrected. It'll reset itself this week. We'll be okay by Wednesday. It'll reset on after Wednesday, and then we'll be okay again. Yeah, that's what's happening. It's because it's even falling apart back here. It's not even caught. Even the chat up in the chat, you guys are caught up. It's still going through fine as far as what
I'm
it
still
looks
learning
like.
this experience.
But on my end in the studio, it's all over the place. I mean, holy crap! What the hell is that? That is the weirdest.
I'm still learning that new
experience
where you have to, the more you type in the chat, the higher rank you get, I guess. I'm just going to type a lot in there.
Yeah, that's why I've got my phone on the thing.
I know, that's a new thing. Isn't that new? Or
I wasn't starting
with
Mama D, John. I was just saying, I said hello to her, and it got caught in a loop and ended up saying hello 3 times. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Hey, here's the curious. What do you make of that? I want your opinion on you making this, because Chris Baker brought up he showed an interesting fact last night. They already updated the maps on the mobile for Magic Kingdom, right?
Yes.
And they got everything filled in. Guess what is still standing on the map? The Liberty Bell Station. They got everything else filled in. They got everything filled in, but the Liberty Bell Station is still showing with everything else behind it filled in where Cars Land's going.
It is true, but that new area is going to be based off of Yellowstone or off of a national park. Okay.
Well, here my question is: are they going to leave the Liberty Bell Station, or do you think they'll knock it down?
No, the maps. The maps showed there was a river in the new place that is going to connect to that old River Bear Terrace depot. Could it be a new ride? Maybe. It'd be nice to have another water ride in Disney, River Rapids, something like that, maybe.
I mean, it is what it is.
If it connects straight to it, they could make a river, a smaller one, but it'd still be a river. It won't be as big as it used to be. Put it that way. I think that's what they're going to do. They're going to keep the River Bell like that, and they're going to try to use it as either a entrance into maybe a new ride, or that could also be where, there's a so-called river. there could still be a river, but maybe they will use
Like I
those
said, that
canoes.
when he showed them when he showed them when he showed the
The
map
map.
last night,
It was a small river, very small, in the far corner. Maybe I can find a map.
yeah, maybe it is. Maybe they might use it for a small. Maybe they might use it for a
Yeah.
small thing, but still, it was
Another
just
thing to
weird
think
the way
about.
it was all filled in, and the only thing
Yeah.
you saw left was the Liberty Station. I think it was on the one that Chris showed. I think it was on the Walt Disney World map,
Yeah, probably.
and it had already been updated.
They just updated them last night. Yeah, or this morning, really. Last night to this morning. All the maps, even the maps that you get handouts in the morning or whenever you want, that are at the front, they show the same thing. It's the same map. Another thing to think about, Dave, the canoes.
Well, no, it was. I mean, I don't know what it looks like now, but I do know that.
Okay, what if they just made an area for the canoes? Because they won't be using them if they don't have that water feature there.
Well, then see, and yet it still shows the Liberty Station still there.
I know. Maybe it's a National Heritage Site now. Disney can't take it down. It's too engraved in history.
That that is true. You didn't think about the water canoes, but
Canoes.
yeah, they could for the water canoes.
Yep. Make a canoe area, like a little kind of swampland area
Trying to
that
figure
they.
out where I'm at in the conversation here.
Yeah, there has been no chat on the chat side that I see. I'm watching both, or trying to.
Good.
I got my computer and my cell phone going, so.
Yeah, so I don't know. Either way, I just can't. That whole area is not going to be the same anymore without
Nope.
the Liberty Bell or the Tom Sawyer's Island. Well, one good thing is that when I go back to Michigan, I can take us to Fort Mackinac and some of the other forts up and around Mackinac Island.
So you're looking, Dave.
Looks like.
So, Dave, riverboats. You can still take 3 riverboats in Disney. Okay. The Disney World one is shut down. Obviously, that was the bell. Disneyland Park in California has a Mark Twain riverboat. It will never go away. It's going to be the one that's going to be staying. And then we have Tokyo Disney have a riverboat attraction, and Disneyland Park Paris has one also in Frontierland. They have 2 riverboats, the Mark Twain and the Molly Brown.
So true.
So you just need to go to Disneyland Paris, Tokyo Disneyland or Disneyland itself, California.
Yeah.
You can see the original one. You know, Riverboat was not the first riverboat in Disney. That was over in California by a few 20-something odd years.
That is so true.
Yep. And they sometimes bring out still the pirate ship over in Disneyland, which is really cool. I like the pirate ship too. It does the same thing. They just basically have a swashbuckle kind of themed attraction while you're on the boat. Is all. You know, they take it over and try to steal a bunch of people's money or whatever. You know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Listen, it's going to be strange just to be back in the parks come July 26th.
It's strange going to Magic Kingdom right now because as of yesterday, they have barriers across that whole area now.
Yeah, I'm waiting to. I wonder if they got any. I wonder if they put any of the walls up today up there. I hadn't seen anybody from the Magic Kingdom yet.
Walls are already
I'd be
up.
curious to see if they started putting walls up yet.
No, walls are already up as of this morning. They appreciated in the morning. There was nothing last night, but then this morning there was walls. It's already there. You can't. The only way to see the riverboat area now is by the train, if I remember correctly, which is also now only. It won't be doing a full circle. It would only do part circles, and you have to do it only go into one spot. So
interesting.
It'll be interesting to see what happens there. Yeah, I like that they put something new there. I guess they do need to put things new there. I guess, but I understand why people are throwing their hands in the air because that was there since the 70s, and it's engraved in everyone's memory as history. Yeah, it was there before I was born.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Either way, I just know it's going to look. I just don't see that area looking normal anymore when you got Big Thunder Mountain on one side.
The way they were explaining it also.
On another side.
Yeah.
Cars Land in the middle of all that, and then you're putting Villains Land in the back of thing. I just don't. I see one gigantic mess.
See, the thing is, though, you have to remember Magic Kingdom is not a big circle because of Splash Mountain being underneath the train tracks. So that is where they're going to and then that's where they're going to expand it, is on the outside of the train tracks. That's how they're going to, they can grow from there.
I still say they'd be better off.
They already got the underpass.
That's
they already have the underpass for it, so
I still, even with all these updates, I still say a fifth park is needed.
Yeah.
Half of the stuff into the new park.
Well, yeah. Well, wouldn't that be nice to have a whole park devoted to Pixar? You know what? I'm down.
Welcome in, Jason Thibodeau.
I want them to theme more things off of Pixar. Really,
good to see you,
buddy. If they're going to do that. Now, here's my question. Would you rather have full on, hey, here's Pixar, or full on, hey, here's villains?
I don't know.
I don't know. Mm. There's more to
Interesting.
do with there's more to do with Pixar because you could make different lands. You could make like a land devoted just to Luca, something like that. Kind of like Epcot has, just different in a way. It's themed after different
Mm-hmm.
Pixar movies. You know,
Here we go
the
again.
sets. His reception went poodles, but being able to create things that people have not seen for Villains Land might take premise. Because I see. Because Pixar is in so many different lands already, I do not see them making a land just for Pixar. But Villains Land is a whole nother story because they could do a lot with Villains Land still if they're making it into its own land. Now, they did say that it was either a new park or a new entrance into a pre-existing park, maybe. And if they make, like they were talking about, the expansion of Villains Land in the back, and then they make another entrance in the back, it would become big enough for it to happen. Because that would make a very, very large back end area, and you'll be able to get there quicker just by going into the new entrance. Um, may that be by different kind of transportation. Are they going to expand the light rail? Are they going to expand the Skyliner? Are they going to expand the riverboats? Which they could. Um, are they going to make it only buses can get up there? Maybe a trail or two? I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. And that's the kind of the way I want it because I'm so used to Disney acting like this, telling us, yes, we do have permission to make a fifth gate, but you don't know what it's going to be. Is it going to be a new park? Is it going to be at the back end of a new park, new entrance? It's up in the air on what Disney is going to do. They could make a whole new park altogether, not Villains or not Pixar, with some other franchises that Disney owns now. Um, I don't know how that would look. I don't know what they would use. Maybe have it so they have more of like a live action vibe, kind of like Descendants, and have it so that area that you see for in the Descendants you can go to it personally in real life and experience it. And there would be different attractions going underneath the water, things like that.
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah,
Heck,
welcome back.
fuck is going on around here today? This thing. I'm getting tired of this crud today. It's just Now I'm
The
starting to get
the Wi-Fi from hell.
Oh, you piece of shit. Come on.
You can't help that Wi-Fi, Dave. It's just going to be what it's going to be until you can get it more stronger. Unless you can get one of those portable devices. Jason came in since you were in here, I think. Jason Thurberdo. Dave, this just means you have to go back over to Disneyland. You have to experience the riverboats again. Come on. Come over here.
What is going on?
You're okay. I can see you just fine. Oh, so he cannot hear us. Or can you? Marco? He can't hear us. Okay. Dang.
Piece of little worm. Somehow I'm still there. I don't know
You're
why.
still here. Can you hear me? Marco? Yeah. Dave can't hear us anymore.
Come on.
How's everyone's day? I'll try to keep up the chat, but I don't know how well this will work with Dave not here. Oh, so I'm going to talk about a new article.
All right.
Let's see if I.
Now that
Welcome
I'm
back.
back,
Can you hear me? Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me, Dave?
yeah, can you hear me?
Very little. It's fine though. It's
Yeah,
better than nothing.
connection's going all over the place right now. I'm gonna have to end the stream.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's getting killed. It's getting bad. I mean, it's
Yeah.
beyond. It's like it's looking like the Battle of the Little Bighorn. And and I can guarantee you the Cowboys aren't winning.
Oh boy. Pirates. The Pirates are winning.
So at this point, I'm gonna say, see, it don't even give me 2 freaking seconds to cut this thing out before.
You're getting angry a little bit much. He was still on and he got angry, people. And then he got angry because it went off. So he went off. We might be not live that much more. So I'm going to try to skip in and tag one more article in here. So I heard wonderfully that Walt Disney World is going to debut the new It's a Small World finale scene lyrics alongside Disneyland. Now, this was from Sherman Brothers themselves, if I remember correctly, one of them. Right before he died, a few years back, when they made Mary Poppins Returns, if I remember correctly, or the new Mary Poppins, if I remember correctly. They made it, or he made new lyrics for the finale of It's a Small World, and he sang them to whoever was CEO at that time. He liked them, but they couldn't really push it all the way through until now. They're finally getting enough traction that they push it towards Disneyland. They said they were going to do it. Now Disney World is saying that they can kind of do it too. It will make the ride just a little bit longer for It's a Small World because they keep repeating, but you need the new lyrics because it makes it a lot more emotional because he made these when he was in his 90s. So hopefully Dave can kind of join back in. That was my thoughts on this, and I'm glad that Disney World is doing it too, but Disney World does not have the overlays that the Small World of Disneyland does, but Disney World is more of the classic It's a Small World from the World's Fair. That is what that one is from. The 1985 World's Fair, if I remember correctly. Hopefully, everyone gets the same thought as I do. Let me read up on this a little bit or more. The Sherman Brothers wrote the original It's a Small World lyrics. Robert Sherman passed away in 2012 and Richard Sherman in 2024. Richard Sherman wrote the last verse of It's a Small World before his passing, and Disney released it via short film in November of 2024. You can find it on Disney Plus as the final verse, or the last verse, if I remember correctly. Disney previously announced that the Disneyland version of the ride would get the last verse on the 70th anniversary date, which is July 17th, 2025. On Monday, welcome back, Dave. They announced that the Magic Kingdom version would get the verse on the same date. The verse will play in the ride's final scenes. It will not be in repeating as much at the end. The update is meant to add attraction's legacy and further emphasize the song's meaning. Richard Sherman's song, Greg Sherman, said the new verse is intended to celebrate that there's more than unity, more that unites us than divides us, and reinforce the message of that song. The digital single of It's a Small World with the last verse will be released online. It's a